Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and I'm glad to see you. Today I woke up and I was thinking to myself, what do I want to do for a video today? And honestly, the first thing that popped into my mind and the first thing that I wanted to do was build a house that is based on like the archaeology trait, aspiration, whatever it may be. So I was looking around on the web and stuff for different pictures and things like that, and I found one that kind of struck me as very interesting. I did not save the picture, I don't think, but it was basically a modern looking house that was built around a rock. So I'm gonna try and not recreate that one, but take that as an inspiration for what I am thinking in my head. My husband plays a lot of Sims that have maxed out archaeology, and I thought to myself, he never really does a house based around that. So we're gonna go ahead, and I've chosen this lot, the Agave Abode in Oasis Springs. It's a small lot, but I'm not planning on making a big house. I don't really usually make big houses. Yeah, I have a little sketch over here that I kind of did. Let's build out this house. And like I said, I have a thought process over here. I can show you. I have paper here with this drawing done on it. And it's just a rough thing. We're going to go with bathroom is going to be quite small. A 2x3 there. 4x4 here for the bedroom. We're gonna do this for the kitchen. We're also gonna have our archaeology thing back here. So I think I'm gonna do it here like so. So that's kind of like a little hallway. I think that's what I wanted to do. No, I want to actually go here, and and I might change this. I'm honestly just, like I said, going off of my little drawing here. This is going to be open like this, I think. Yeah. I know I keep looking back at the picture, but I'm like one of those people that like really follows patterns and stuff like that. So when I go ahead and I map it out, then I feel like I need to follow it. We're gonna go here, come down here like this, and then over here like that. And then here we're gonna have a walkway. I think I might move this over there. I think that's what I want to do. And I think I want this to actually come out one more like that. And then this is gonna be like a walkway. This here is gonna be open. But this is our basic look. Get rid of the ceiling on this because I want it to be open. My thought process, this rock here fits pretty good in here like that. I was thinking that rock there, it's kind of small, but at the same time, I think that that's gonna look good. And if we go with the glass walls here like this, like that's what I was thinking. I was also thinking about maybe doing glass walls over there, but I'm not quite sure yet. And then that means that that is all open, and I'm gonna try, like I said in previous videos, I'm gonna try not to use move objects. I wanted to use this one back here, but the problem is that the footprint on this is really big, so I don't know if I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna keep it. It might be better if I just go with clumping some rocks together rather than that, because as you can see, if I wanted to say put any like lavender or anything like that, I only have a perimeter around it. I can't get it really close. Even with alt placement, I can't get it really close to these rocks. So I'm not sure if that rock is going to stay there. We'll have to wait and see. So for now though, what kind of roof do I want? Like I'm thinking all the houses around here are pretty mid-century modern type houses. So I'm thinking that I want to keep the roof kind of similar to that. But I am so not good with roofs. Maybe what we can do is do this here, carry this over. We could do a gabled roof on this side, like so. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know if I'll keep the glass on these. Okay, so this is where I want the front door. I do know that. So what kind of door do we want? I mean, we could go all like Salvadorian. So if we went something like, see this, it just seems like it's too big. It just seems too big. So I don't know if I'm going to go with that, because the outside of the house doesn't need to be the same as, or the same theme as the inside of the house. That one could be good. Put that one there like so. We could actually use this throughout. You could put glass right here like this, and in the hallway like this. You could get some really good light that way. I mean, this looks kind of weird because of the archway there. So let's get rid of the archway, and I'm actually going to get rid of that wall and leave it like that. That looks a lot better. That's not too bad at all. Let me get some saucers in here so that we all can see what we're doing. What if I did it like this, and I did this like that instead? Yeah, I like that better. I actually do like that way better. But what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to go into the build mode. Oh, obviously, I'm already in build mode. Jesus, Stacy. I'm going to try and pick out some things that will go with what I'm thinking of, rather than having you guys sit here through this, okay? So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, I pulled out a few things. Not much. We're still going to do a lot together, don't worry. But I did pull out some stuff for the dining room area. I don't know, like, I'd have to pull this out a little bit more if I wanted to get this chair over here, which maybe I'll do. And then I gotta move this there. Maybe I'll do it like that. And then just some kitchen stuff, some bedroom stuff, and this is all from the Salvadorian pack, the Jungle Adventure pack. I found these cool wall thingies. I don't know if you can use those for shelving or not. I hadn't checked. It would be nice if you could, but I don't know if there's anything that fits on those. We could try though. If not, I might keep them there. I might move them. I honestly don't know. I haven't picked out a couch yet or anything like that, because, you know, we don't have a lot of stuff that furniture wise that goes with that came with this pack, but I do want to use some of these, right? Because I believe even if you're not in that world, you can still use these to learn about history on them and get your Salvadorian culture thing up. So I want to put some of those around. I'm not quite sure where I want to put them, but that's basically what I'm looking at right now. So what we can do is, let's go back to the bathroom real quick. I can't remember, when it comes to the tub, do they have to get in on this side? Or, yeah, I believe it's on this side. So I can put the toilet there with no problem. However, I might move this over here only because, I don't know if that's going to be functional. If your sim can get in there. Because I have this mirror here. I don't know. We'll see. Because I kind of like that under the window, like that. But I don't know if this is functional. Now I could, there is a shower. I could just put the shower in there. This one here. I could just put this one in here. But I'm not quite sure if I want that tiling. That's the only reason that I didn't choose it. I kind of like the look of the tub better. So let's go back to plumbing and go into toilets. I think the slate toilet might look nice if we do that. I just don't know with that sink there if they would be able to get to that. So why don't we move that out and put the sink back over here? We could put the toilet there. That seems like it gives you a little bit more room. I don't think that there's a mirror that is up high enough that I could put over top of that. But let's look real quick. Maybe there is. We could try that one. That one's not too bad. I don't know about any curtains. I never go into this thinking about curtains because I don't typically use them. I know that sounds weird, but I don't I typically don't use them in my builds. At least for my personal builds, I should say. Why is there not curtains that are easy to use? I know that's a ridiculous statement, isn't it? It's a ridiculous statement. This one, that could work. Let's do that one. And then floor-wise, tiles maybe, or stone. Do we want stone? Go with that one because it's symmetrical, but yet it's outdoorsy. It doesn't come in any other colors. What if we went in this color here? Kind of like that. And then wall patterns. Let's see what we've got as far as tile. We could just go with the smooth stone, which might be nice. What colors does that come in? Let's see. Like that color there. I like that. So we're going to go with that. And then we want a good light in here. I kind of like this one. The genie wall lamp. Give you a nice moody light in the bathroom. I know it's dark, but I kind of like it dark. I mean, this guy's going in, you know, in like tombs and caves and stuff all the time. He might not like a lot of sunlight, you know? That's my thought process anyway. I'm gonna stick with that. Let's go with the let's see if we can find some curtains in the bedroom. I know it kind of looks like a kid's bedroom, but maybe he's a young adult. Maybe he's like this genius kid that that went to college abroad, and he just got so involved with the culture and never really thought about anything about his home life, and you know, or sharing any type of room with anybody. Doesn't really, he's more on a jungle adventure obviously than he is trying to decorate his home. But he's found so many awesome artifacts that, you know, he needs to be able to have somewhere to live, that kind of thing. That's the narrative I'm going for. That's the narrative I'm going for. I need some sort of curtain. I don't know what curtain though. I kind of feel like a side swept curtain, you know, but I'm not sure if they're gonna have something that I want. What if we went with, does this have like just a plain color? It does have a plain white. I could do that. I wish it stretched the whole way. I mean, I'm not against this one, to be quite honest with you. I could do that, and then do they have it this way in the white? We could do that. That's not bad. Do that, and it doesn't clip too far into the bed, so I'm okay with that. So what kind of flooring would we want in here? Do we want stone flooring in here? I'm thinking wood, only because that's what feels comfortable for me for a bedroom. I like those a lot. Let's go with those, but let's turn them this way. Like that. I like that. We could also carry that out here. Like this. Do we want to carry it into the kitchen? Not quite sure if we want to carry it into the kitchen. I mean, we could. We might as well. To be honest with you, let's carry this throughout. Let's carry this throughout. And we'll put that back here too, because I really like that, and that's got such a warm tone. We can get away with almost any color against that, I think. And then I want a table. Oh, before we do that, let's get our walls up. I don't think I want paneling, only because that wood is so detailed that I don't think that paneling would look good. But we might be able to get away with some sort of wallpaper. I really like the gradient. One of these days, I have yet to use it, but one of these days I really want to use this gradient wallpaper. I mean, that looks really good. I almost want to do that just because it matches the colors. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Because why not? Because why not? We could get some moody lighting in here so that it's not so bright. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a nice table lamp. I think there's a lantern that came with that kit, isn't there? There is. There's also this light too. kind of feel like we could put this one over here. I'm not going to use that color, but I think I want this one over here. I like that because that's like something that he picked up on his travels, right? He went into some shop and he was like, oh, you know what? I really like that lamp. I haven't seen something like that before. I think it'll go good in my bedroom. That's the narrative we're going with. Maybe the baskets. Those look good. Let's do the baskets. I know we typically don't put those in a bedroom, but I feel like it fits in a way. Unless I find something else. I really like these. I could stagger these on the wall. What would that feel like if I did that? Does that look weird? Does that look weird? I don't know if it looks weird. I kind of like it. I might not want that there now. We might use that somewhere else. We could put some picture frames up. That way the person that lives here could show off pictures. Right? We could do that. I love the Batu stuff. I need to make a Batu build. Let me know down below if you guys would be interested in a Batu build. Because I really do love the Batu stuff. What are these? They're wood panels? Could we do an arrangement with wood panels? I'm not hating that. I mean, it's simple. Very simple. But I kind of like it. Especially if we did... What if we did it in the black, right? Hear me out. And I might not keep this. But hear me out. What if we built something around it? Could we put like some vines or anything on it? That's actually really cool. What if we did that instead? I do kind of like the vines on that. I could move this down like that so it looks like it's coming out of that. I could take this out. Put that up there. That doesn't look too bad, huh? I thought that we had something that looked like a map, but I guess I was wrong. Unless it's called something different. That's why I hardly ever use the search function either, because the search function, I have no idea what these people named things. There's the map. See, that's what I thought. I thought we had a map. Maybe I'll put that there. At least if I don't leave it there, it's there so that I can use it somewhere else. But you know what? I'm actually kind of happy with that. I think that looks kind of cool. The vines are an interesting feature on the walls there. That kind of reminds me of, you know, like you would put pictures in it. I mean, we do have the picture thing, don't we? It's up here, huh? This one here. I could swap it out for that probably. But that's like an unlockable, so I don't typically use them if it's an unlockable. Jesus, Stacy. Yeah, we'll do it that way. That way your sim, it kind of goes with that, and your sim can put pictures in it as they do their stuff. Okay, so I'm all right with that. Let's go into the kitchen now. I haven't picked out a stove or a sink or anything like that yet. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not quite sure what refrigerator that I want. I really like these cabinets. I like the color that I chose. I kind of feel like this one here, but I don't know if it would work. No. Thinking that we just go for just a regular white refrigerator, regular white stove. Not the greatest stove, but it will work for what we need, huh? I kind of want to mirror this light over here, but I think it's too low. I don't think your sim would be able to work with this light. I think they would come in and be like, nope, I can't get around anything. I think that's what would happen. Let's do that. Can we move this up a tad? Yeah, I like that up there. I don't think I'm gonna put a curtain on that one. Do you want any appliances in here? What if we went with the blender? Definitely need a trash can. Always, 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 Stacy. Holy moly. I'm always forgetting the stupid trash can. There you go. You got like a little bar going on. You know, I've been telling my husband I want something like that forever that's functional so that you don't have to have a big bar. Yeah, my husband puts bars in every build that he has, and that is not something that I use. I always, even if I'm like trying to do like the culinary career or something like that, and you have to do mixology, I can't stand it. I hate having a bar in my house. It just doesn't feel right to me. So I typically don't have one. So I wish that something like this would be functional. That way you don't have to have a bar. Now these shelves are really empty, but I honestly don't know if there's anything that can go on them. And the problem that I have is, do I want to filter through all of this stuff to try and find something that'll fit on them? Because they didn't really start making things functional to put on shelves until recently. Oh yeah, I can put some stuff on there. So the question is, what can I put on there? Let's do that. Can we put 3 of those up there? We can. Can we put any of these up here? We can put some of these up here. I'm just going to put some up and then I'll change the swatches. What else can we put up here? Do we want to put this? I like having a dish rack. We still have a functional counter, so I'm not going to worry about it. Is there anything else I can put up here that makes sense? Wine bottle? No, but I could put a wine bottle. We can hide a wine bottle back here, definitely. A couple of them. That's funny. We're going to put 3 wine bottles back there. Can I put salt and pepper up here? No. What about these? No. I know we could put a little... Nope, can't put that picture. Usually that picture goes on everything. Will this fit back there? It will. Good. Oh, I didn't put clutter in the bathroom. Can that fit in the bathroom? On this sink? Oh, it can. Nice. Toilet roll. Oh, I got to do that. If I don't put toilet paper in here. Ooh, bad things. Bad things will happen to me somewhere. At some point. We're going to put that there. My husband is always on me for that. Toilet paper. It's actually really funny. I don't get upset at him for it at all. It's just, it's funny to me. I think I just want to have a roll of toilet paper on the back. We'll put a couple of them, actually. I think that's all I want. Clouded cream and jam. Oh, I could fit that over there. I'm starting to find different ways to clutter with no move objects. I'm excited. I'm excited. I might just leave the rest of those shelves empty because I don't know what to put on there unless I put more of those canisters on there. But then that's like just a major repeat. You know, do we want a major repeat of that? I don't think so. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is just leave that like that. But now I'm going to top down view because I need to figure out I do have the floor, but I need to figure out the walls. And I'm thinking that I want this area to be a different color than this area. What color would we want the hallway? Do we want to go with just a stucco because it's easy? Or do we want to go with paint, wallpaper? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I wish you guys were with me while I'm doing this. I honestly do wish you guys were with me so that, you know, I could have some help. I really do. None of these are really screaming to me. I'm thinking the stucco. I really am, because with where we're at, we're in Oasis Springs. I feel like stucco might be the answer. I'm really glad I used that gradient wallpaper in the bedroom because I've been really wanting to do that. This is sun faded paint. That's interesting. What does that look like? That's actually really pretty. I like the yellow. Let's put the there. Do we want it in here too? Maybe not. But I think we might want something similar. Oh, the hallway one is more green, isn't it? Oh, but it's still really pretty. It really is pretty. But I think I'm going to do maybe an accent wall to kind of maybe bring this rug together. Oh, I like that one. What if we did that? I think that's good. Let me get a fire alarm in here before I forget that as well. Yeah, I'm liking that so far. And then over here is what we're going to do with our living room, right? How do I want this? If I want a TV, I'm going to want it over there, I think. Is there a nice curtain that I could put out here? Because I want this to be open, obviously, but not this. And I'm thinking that I honestly want a closed curtain on this. Kind of like when he built the house, he was like, oh yeah, I want this house to be open and airy. And then afterwards he realized, wait a minute, I don't want all these people looking into my living room while I'm trying to watch TV and relax, right? I think that might be what happened. That one is very wide. I mean, we could do two of them, but it's very blocky too. And I don't know if I want blocky, but it's the best choice that I see right now. Let me keep looking. I wish you could sort by like window size, you know? I wish that was a thing. Like that's the right size, but I want something that's closed. That's that wide, but I'm not seeing anything that's closed that's that wide. So I think that's the one we've got to go with. What kind of couch do we want? I don't necessarily want to go with a Salvadorian couch. I think, well, this one's not bad. We could go with this one. I was thinking of the other one that was like, I think there's another one that's really kind of like over the top, I guess. What about that one? It looks tiny compared to the table chairs, huh? Doesn't it? It looks tiny. Why are these chairs so massive? Maybe I need to change out the chairs. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. I was trying to do nice Salvadorian chairs, but I think they're just massive. These ones were the other option, I think, which isn't bad. Maybe I'll go with this. Then this doesn't look so small. We could do that one. That's not bad. I mean, it is still kind of tiny looking. The scale looks very strange, doesn't it? Yeah. It just looks too strange for me. I need a bigger one. Yeah, I was thinking of this one. This is not the Jungle Adventure, but this one, I was thinking that's just like too ridiculous. But then again, it's not if you look at next to these chairs, right? If you're looking at it next to this chair, it's really not that ridiculous. It's so funny. It's really not that ridiculous. But I was thinking it was going to be absolutely just ridiculous. Do we have one that could bring in that yellow? No, but that actually looks good. I'm actually thinking that one. And we want a rug, right? I'm assuming we want a rug. What kind of rug do we want? That's not too bad. We could do that. Seems a little small for the space, but I'm okay with that. Let's get, do we have living chair that, I think there's a living chair that goes with that, right? Definitely need something on that wall, don't I? You guys would probably yell at me, why are your walls so bare? Well, you wouldn't yell at me, but you know what I mean. Maybe a big mirror. Can we put a big mirror? I really love this one. I really do. I'm putting that one on there. I still do love these. Does that look stupid over top of the TV? I mean, I'm not hating it. It is it might seem a little weird though, huh? What if we did a display? Like this one. I love this one. I really do like this one a lot. What if we did it? What if we did this and we just hung it on the wall like that? That one's cool. I like that one. It's got a weird shadow, huh? Yeah, I'm okay with that. We could do it in darker color, like the gray. We could do that. Now we just have, we have the hallway to do. We could do those. And then I want the, I hardly ever have my Sims use the umbrella stand, but for this gameplay, I'm gonna put it in there. And then what is the, is it the coat rack? Oh my god. Did I like, I keep trying to type into the search function, but I keep scrolling off of my screen, so that doesn't work very well. Can I fit this in here anywhere? I mean, maybe. Let's put that there like that, and then put this more this way. No, you don't want to function that way? Move this over to there. This one over to there. Then can I still can't. You still don't want to? Okay, that's fine. We'll put you here. We'll put you here. And then I should be able to put that there. That's so cute. That is very cute. I'm seeing all these things that I've never seen before. Did they do an update where the way that the things are in inventory have changed? Because I'm seeing things that I've never seen before. I did not realize. Why is that? Is that the same rock? I think that is the same rock. Why is it in decorations as well? That's weird. That's very strange. Winged llama of death. Oh, I need the winged llama of death. I love llamas so much. Oh my goodness. I struggle so much with decorating. Bowl of fruit. That's what we're putting there. And then do we want to put another mirror? Because it's so much easier than trying to find paint, a painting. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Which one do I want to use? Do I want to put maybe this one in like a brown color? Are you going to tell me that you don't want to go there? Of course you are. Because why would you want to go there? That would make too much sense if you go there, huh? This one doesn't want to go there either. Is there any of them? Nah. Of course not. That probably means I can't put a painting up there either. So let's just grab a random painting and see if that'll go on there. Let's see. What can we put? Will this go on there? No. Of course not. Will this go on there? No. Will this go? Yeah. But it only goes up that high. It won't go anywhere close to being... Yeah, like, it only goes up, like, if you put it up high, almost to the ceiling. It won't go down further. Well, it will go there. Do I want that one because it fits? That's the question of the day, huh? I mean, it fits, right? I like that one. But is it something that should go there just because it fits? I don't know. I kind of feel like yes. I kind of feel like yes. I like the birds. I kind of feel like that's the one. Just because it's ridiculous and it fits. That's what I'm thinking. It's ridiculous and it fits. All right, so here we are in the archaeology thing. And I pulled out these. Like I said, I don't know if anything will fit on these. Can we put like candles or anything on there? Let's see. Can we put anything on there? Because I don't know if they're tables. I don't know if they're designed that way. I don't know if they have slots on them. It does not look like it. See, I'm thinking that those aren't items that are functionable. They're just something that goes on the wall. So let's move those for a minute. Do we want to tarp this out? I feel like that's kind of fun. I also feel like that should be a glass wall. What if we did that? I want a focus light over top this one rather than a light that just is in the center of the room, if that makes sense. Kind of like, I feel like he turns it on when he needs like a lot of light, you know? Like that. We have this one. So we have one that's not jacked up and one that is jacked up. Oh, we could put this, the curator's cabinet, on the other side. That way, as he finds like stuff that he really wants to keep, he could put over here. I think that would look good. Oh, what I was thinking of doing was kind of lining this outside. All right, hear me out. Lining this outside with these. And the reason that I was thinking that was, I was thinking, one, like I said, I think you can learn the culture from these, but I also think that it would be cool to make it seem like they're protecting the area from like robbing banks. Like this guy, you know, was awarded these because people were like, the ancients were giving him a gift of, here you go, this is going to ward off any like evil people that try to take your stuff. That's what I was thinking. As goofy as that might sound, that's what I was thinking. And then I have two more, right? How many did I put out there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I started from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have two more. So what if we squeezed them over here? Actually put one there and the last one there. And it's like kind of like protecting the house. Does that seem weird? Well, if it does, oh well. Because that's my narrative. It's, you know, the house is being protected and you can't stop me from it being protected. So yeah, that's what's happening here. And then, oh, there's more. Oh shoot, I didn't realize there was that many more. All right, well, we're putting that one there. We're putting this one here, this one here, this one here, and then we've got two more, right? Two more. Okay, two more. Could scoot this one over. Put this one here. I don't think I can fit a second one here. We could try. But I don't think that's gonna fit. So where's the last one gonna go? Oh goodness gracious, where's the last one gonna go? Is there a space inside the house that I could put it? Let's see. What if we move... What if we... Just sit you there for a minute. What if we move this one there instead? And we put this one. This is the last one, right? Put this one in here. Oh, goodness gracious. Put that one in there. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And then this. Can I put this anywhere? Because I did really like this painting. I could put it in here. Doesn't really make sense in here. What if we put it in the bathroom? Doesn't really make sense over there either. Alright, well, that one's going away. if I did that. I kind of like that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this unless I do other rocks. Can I put the Brazil wood? Like we brought that home with us? I mean, this thing is so big. I think I'm going to have to get rid of it. I think I'm going to have to use the smaller rocks. I kind of want to make it look like a rock pile, like he was digging. You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of digging around for stuff. I mean, that's not half bad. Huh. I think I want to put a seating area back here. Let me do that. I could do that. I'm not against that. And I feel like he brought that tree home with him. Maybe get some other foliage that, you know, makes it seem like he brought those home with him. I'm actually okay with this. I almost kind of don't want to put anything else, to be quite honest with you. I'm actually really digging that. I like this tree. I know it's out of place for this area, but like I said, I kind of feel like he brought it home with him. That is so clipping into the wall. Can I fix that so it's not clipping? There, that'll work. But then my ground is all weird. I mean, I feel like I just messed it up even more. But whatever. All right, everybody. I think we are done. And you know what? I'm okay with how this turned out. I think it looks pretty good. Very basic, simple house. Like I said I was going to do. I just wanted to do something that focused more on archaeology. And like I said, I saw a house, picture of a house today where a house was built around a rock, an existing rock. Now, in that picture, the rock was way bigger. But I tried to incorporate that here. So you've got glass around this, and there's no roof above that. So where those plants are. And you can see it from multiple places inside the house as well, which is really, really cool. So we are going to go in and we're going to check this out. I don't know how good this camera is going to look, honestly, because everything's so small. And you guys know because you watched me build it. But we are going to do a inside view now. So when you come in here, the front door, you are in your you're in your walkway here. I can't this camera. You're in your hallway here. You got an umbrella. You got your coat rack, a little map of the world picture on the wall to signify that you've gone places, right? You've gone places. And then, oh, you know what? I'll show you on the outside, but I'll show you again when we go back outside. Here's the glass view of that rock that we built this house around. In here is your small little bathroom, nothing major. You've just got a tub, a toilet, and a sink. I really like that light. I tried to keep everything, like, lighting-wise, really cozy in the house. Darker than normal, because that's how I like to play gameplay. But, you know, feel free to add more lights or whatever if you download this build. There's one of the many stone carvings that we have. That's the only one that's inside. I know this picture's, the camera's weird. It's the only one that I have inside. The rest of them are all on the outside of the house, which you guys, if I didn't cut it out of the video, you guys saw, and I will show you when we go back outside. But I put them all up, and my thought process is that, you know, he put himself into the jungle so much and cultured himself so much with the Salvadorian culture that he was blessed with these artifacts that actually help ward off spirits and evildoers. So even though in our front room there we've got a burglar alarm, he doesn't get burglars. He doesn't get burglars, he or she, because they have all these things protecting them on the walls, right? In here is our bedroom. And again, I went with the premise of it's a single guy, girl, single person. in my head, it's a guy, single guy that doesn't spend a lot of time at home. So that's why he's got a single bed. He doesn't think about being at home. He doesn't think about having a family, really. He just loves being out in the jungle, loves getting everything, digging up things, finding new things, and exploring the world. So this here is very simple. He's got some vines on the wall to kind of bring in the outside so that he doesn't get lonely, because he's usually in a sleeping bag in the jungle, so that's helping him not to get lonely. He's got some we've got some empty picture frames on the wall. That way, if you play with this, you can put some pictures that your Sims take in that frame there. He's got some little remnants of a fortress or a jungle area that he went to in his room here. He's got this huge mirror. I hate this zoom out thing. He's got this huge mirror here. Just a simple dresser and some simple pictures on the wall. Little stool there for him to put his shoes on if he wants to. But yeah, very, very simple bedroom. Something that he's not really worried about when he's away, right? Here's his kitchen, and I just put some decorations on those shelves. Gave us a nice blue accent wall. Purposely no curtains in this. That window is small, and the shelves take up a lot of space, and they're uneven, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so I think you could probably find some other stuff to go on those shelves. However, I was struggling, so I just put stuff on the top shelf there. You have this non-playable beverage drink maker tray here, which I really, really wish was functional, but it's not. If you're too lazy to walk to the dining room after you cook, which is right through that door, you can just sit down right here, hold your plate, and eat your sandwich, right? Got us some wine on the counter, just some clutter. Left you one for prepping stuff, but I really like the blender thing, and some cups behind that, because I feel like, I know in my kitchen, I've got stuff pulled forward on the counters that I'm using on a daily basis, and then I've got stuff tucked behind it that either I use once in a while, or it's like in this instance, there's cups there. So if, I have cups and fixings for my coffee right next to my coffee maker. So to me, that makes sense. And I do actually have wine bottles sitting on my counter. I did not forget to put the trash bin in or a fire alarm, so be proud of me for that. Then you come in here and you've got your little dining room area. Very simple, just 3 chairs, because I didn't want to block the entrance, but feel free to grab some more chairs if you'd like. Got some wicker baskets above the TV. I was going to use them somewhere else, but I felt like I needed something for this wall space, and it doesn't look bad above the TV, so I went with that. You have a nice little floor light that kind of brings in the same light style that's in our bathroom. There's a light, wall light like that above our, on the wall above our bathtub. And then I used these couches here, which I thought were really, really fun, and bright colors. They look very comfy to me, so I thought that they looked good. But honestly, initially, I wasn't even going to use them because I thought they looked too fancy for what I was going for, but they actually fit the space really well. You got a coffee cup here with some tissues in case you are watching that movie that makes you cry. Every movie makes me cry. I love action movies. I watch action movies all the time, and they make me cry. So you got your TV, like I said. You've got a nice funky mirror on that wall, and I love that mirror. I just think it's I don't know, it fits a lot of different kind of decor, and I really enjoy it. Then you have this over here with a light above it, which I think you can put some stuff on there. I think you can put like some books on there if you wanted to, but there's that bookshelf that's in the hallway over there if you look through the window. So I'm not sure if you want to put anything on there. I did not put a rug in here because I felt like the wood flooring throughout just has its own personality, and I really didn't want a rug under the table this time. Then you have your little walkway here, and you've got your nice skeleton statue in that nice, what is that, jade color. I really like that a lot. You've got your hidden trunk right there, and then you've got some vases there, pottery there, just to kind of fill out the space. Then as you come in here, this is your archaeology room. Here's your archaeology table. You've got a display here for all of those wonderful finds that you gather on your adventures. You've got a tarp right here if you wanted to isolate the light so you can see your project better. But I thought that this would be fun to fill up as gameplay. You've got another statue here. This one was just bare bones. So stupid. I'm sorry. That cracked me up. Oh my gosh. That one looks like you just pulled it out of the dirt, is what I meant to say. Bare bones. And then you've got what looks like you were trying to find some jewels out of that one, and you've got another vase here. And then this one actually said it was a makeshift table. I tried putting stuff on it, but I couldn't find anything that fit on it. Let me know if you play this house and you do find something that fits on it. I'd be curious to know. But I thought that it was nice to put a chunk of that in here. Since you have some in the bedroom, it makes it feel more like you brought chunks of it home and you were able to get those on the wall, but this one you're not sure yet what you want to do with it. So I really like that a lot. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna yeet out of the house this way, and in the back here you've got another wall piece from whatever jungle cave you know, place that you went to. So that's, I feel like, you know, you're just hoarding stuff at this point. Hoarding stuff. Then you have this kind of little patch of rocks and, you know, mismatch of greenery and stuff out here for you to enjoy if you decide that you want to sit with some friends, have a little campfire. I meant to change the color of some of these rocks, so I might do that for the upload. However, I kind of like having the different colors here. I'm going to yeet out of this. I kind of like having the different colors on this because it makes it feel like you were digging up stuff, like, or you buried something there. Ooh. Kind of feels like, yeah, there's something going on there, and that's why there's so many different rocks there. So, yeah, you take that as you will. I threw in some colorful flowers in here just because I wanted something to break it up, and I also wanted something to tie in the fact that you brought home a seedling of this, you know, not native tree, and you planted it and made it grow, and you needed some sort of color to bring that together. So I feel like that's what these do. But you can see on the sides of the house, everywhere along the whole house, you've got these plaques. And like I said, they're there to help keep you safe. You've got them on all sides of the house. Well, not on the front here, but you've got them all on the sides. So I feel like you're going to be pretty darn safe. Pretty darn safe on this. So let's give you a top-down view so that you can see the whole lot. Oh my gosh, if I could get my camera to work. Let's get this out of... That way you can just see what it looks like. And there you go. Not too shabby. I really like this build. Like I said earlier, I woke up and I was thinking about my husband always having characters who have maxed out archaeology skill, and it's always, you know, sending off statues to the museum. And I was thinking to myself, it would be nice to build a house that kind of reflects someone's passion of archaeology and going out there and digging up stuff. So that was my inspiration behind this, the Archeologist house. And I think I did okay with it. So we are going to call this the Archeologist house. Oops. Can I spell today? Archeologist house. That's what we're gonna call it today. We don't have it. Oh, I exited out. Are you kidding me, Stacy? This is one of those days. But that's okay. Hit enter, Stacy, not escape. And then it's just got one bedroom, one bathroom, and then the lot value is $41,171 on a 20 by 15 in Oasis Springs. So I hope that you guys like it. I really enjoyed building it, and yeah, I drugged this on long enough. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.